Year A Lesson 14, A Faithful Slave. Monday's lesson is entitled Jealous Revenge. Memory verse, Proverbs chapter 1 verse 10. My son, if sinners entice you, do not consent. Our Bible reference is found in Genesis chapter 37 verses 1 to 28. Anyone seeing the special coat that Jacob gave to Joseph would have known it was the kind that only special people wore. Actually, Jacob probably shouldn't have given something like that to his favorite son because it only made Joseph's brothers more jealous. Now, they wondered whether Jacob might be planning to give Joseph the birthright too. Joseph had a strange dream one night, and when he told the family about it, his brothers' jealousy grew even worse. What was the dream? Genesis chapter 37, verses 6 to 8. And he said unto them, Hear, I pray you, this dream which I have dreamed. For behold, we were binding sheaves in the field, and lo, my sheaf arose, and also stood upright. And behold, your sheaves stood round about, and made obeisance to my sheaf. And his brethren said to him, Shalt thou indeed reign over us? Or shalt thou indeed have dominion over us? And they hated him yet the more for his dreams and for his words. Joseph's second dream made even Jacob a little upset, but at the same time he kept wondering whether the dreams might have an important meaning that he didn't understand. Genesis chapter 37, verses 9 to 11. And he dreamed yet another dream, and told his brethren, and said, Behold, I have dreamed a dream more, and behold, the sun and the moon and 11 stars made obeisance to me. And he told it to his father and to his brethren. And his father rebuked him, and said unto him, What is this dream that thou hast dreamed? Shall I and thy mother and thy brethren indeed come to bow down ourselves to thee to the earth? And his brethren envied him. But his father observed the saying. It probably wasn't long after those dreams that Jacob sent Joseph to Shechem, where his brothers had led their flock for grazing on the lush grassland there. Perhaps Jacob was worried about his sons being at Shechem because that was where Dinah's wrong choices got the whole family into trouble. Joseph was probably worried too when he finally got to Shechem and couldn't find his brothers. When someone told him they were in Dothan, he was relieved. And even though he had already walked 50 miles, he hurried on another 15 miles to where they were. Joseph was glad to see his brothers, but as he got closer, he could tell they weren't glad to see him. What happened? Genesis chapter 37, verses 18 to 24. And when they saw him afar off, even before he came near unto them, they conspired against him to slay him. And they said one to another, Behold, this dreamer cometh. Come now therefore, and let us slay him, and cast him into some pit, and we will say, Some evil beast hath devoured him, and we shall see what will happen to his dreams. And Reuben heard it, and he delivered him out of their hands, and said, Let us not kill him. And Reuben said unto them, Shed no blood, but cast him into this pit that is in the wilderness, and lay no hand upon him, that he might rid him out of their hands to deliver him to his father again. And it came to pass, when Joseph was come unto his brethren, that they stripped Joseph out of his coat of many colors that was on him. And they took him, and cast him into a pit, and the pit was empty, there was no water in it. With Joseph in a deep pit, his brothers sat near by, eating their lunch. When they saw a caravan of traders on their way to Egypt, they decided to pull him out of the pit and sell him to those traders. When Joseph saw the traders and realized what was happening, he pleaded with his brothers not to sell him. Some of them now wanted to free him, but they were too cowardly to speak out. So the traders took him to sell as a slave in Egypt. Let's apply it. When Joseph left home to find his brothers, did he know what would happen to him? Do you know what will happen to you today? who does know?